Okay. Ganesh is here as always. She popped her head out as I was shuffling the Two of Swords, the Emperor, and the Temperance in reverse. Make sure you can see those. Okay, Cancer. Decisions. Where and what part of life have you been feeling stuck on and feeling like you have to charge through with the Emperor here and push your way through without having patience over? I feel like there's some area in life for you, Cancer, and this is going to be different for each of you viewers since you are all unique individuals, and these energies you'll find play out differently for each of you. So when I talk and say these words and channel these messages, whatever first comes to mind or how you feel like it applies to your world and your life and your experience, that's where you can apply the messages, Cancer. Let's see if my voice will hold up. So I feel like coming out of January, you've felt like you needed to make a decision and you were feeling very impatient. I feel like with yourself and with the situation that you wanted to feel sure and secure about the direction to move into within this part of your life. And I want to clarify these right off the bat. The Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So it could be between your career life and your home life, your partnership, your romantic life. How I feel like somebody at home has wanted your attention and you're feeling like you've been needing to give your attention in other areas to deal with your career. And maybe this could be a very demanding boss for you, Cancer, and really wanting you to take the reins on a certain project at work. And this person at home is like, hey, what about me? You're never around anymore, and feeling neglected. And you feeling like you have to defend your position a little bit. Or maybe even in a little bit of a harsh way, Cancer, feeling a little a sense of frustration that you're not getting the support from home for your outer endeavors here. Like, I feel like this is coming out of January, you have been feeling pressured in order to perform and produce results in the outer world and show up in a way that you're put together and you're ready to take on the task, no questions asked, and these people are relying on you in that part of your life to be so. And I feel like there's a little bit of a nagging energy over here that somebody's feeling neglected at home and a little bit impatient with you, and you're not having it. You're telling them to go get their own project and focus on their own life, that right now you need to be out and about doing this, Cancer. Manifesting. I feel like you've been on a roll and not holding back in this part of your life and moving forward with certain plans and projects. And it's a little bit quicker of a pace than this person or these people are used to. And it's been an adjustment period for them. And I feel like in January they were going through that. So let's see what February has to say. So the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, somebody's feeling, and I don't feel like this is you. I feel like, again, this is relating to these people up here, these feminine energies for you, Cancer, that because your time and attention is focused on worldly matters and new projects and aspirations, that they're going to have something to say about it, and it's not positive. It's not what you want to hear. However, you're going to keep moving forward in the direction of your dreams regardless. However, that's applying for you, Cancer. So the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, yeah. And the High Priestess in reverse. So this communication that you're receiving from these non-supportive partners, maybe for some of you, or business partners even, who want to take your business plans and projects in one direction, and you have other ideas that you've been working on, and here I feel like maybe you were presenting this to them, and you have been dealing with a crossroads, and you feel like you have brilliant ideas for this business, and you haven't been able to garner the support of your business partner or somebody at home again. And you can see how ultimately it would pay off, and I feel like you're going to continue working in that direction because your strength and your fortitude and your determination that this is the right path, you're not wavering from that, even in the face of opposition and naysayers or somebody trying to pick your plan apart before it's come to fruition. And as you know, as a magical manifester, Cancer, that's no way to approach a project. And if somebody approaches a project in that way, yeah, it's not going to come to fruition, but you're not paying attention to that energy in February. And I feel like you're still plodding forward, again, regardless of these people that you're not getting emotional support from in the way that ultimately would feel good to you. And I'm wondering, it could be a little bit of old insecurities coming up for you, Cancer, that you are dealing with in February, and really putting a final rest to. And, when these internal doubts come up, that these outside negative people who are giving you unsolicited advice, I want to say, is maybe feeding a little bit of fear in you. You're really going to come to grips with that in the month of February, and I see that around the middle of the month, around the solar eclipse for you, Cancer. So let's go ahead and flip the energies coming out of February for you: the Hierophant, the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands. Ta-da! Yeah, you're definitely, you're going to triumph, Cancer. And ultimately, you are going to get the correct support aligned in your life. And this was coming through for Gemini. And it could be that you're finding it from higher institutions or organizations that you are employing their help and going into partnership with, and not feeling like you have to reinvent the wheel for systems and structures in order to get your plan off the ground and manifest in a way that you can produce these ideas or these products or these services and take them out into the world. This is wonderful energy with the Ace of Wands, in a way that you feel passionate about, and that propels you forward and gets you out of bed every day feeling excited and giddy that you get to be you. So I'll clarify these: the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So I feel like the initial resistance that you're getting from maybe somebody at home is still going to be a little bit of a stumbling block for you working on this project, but you're going to move through it. I feel that these major arcana energies are so much stronger than even the King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands in reverse. that this totally trumps the Chariot, trumps the Six of Wands in reverse. There could be a little bit of a delay in your action plan, and maybe some financing that you were aiming for falls through, and maybe you have to go to somebody in your family that, when this financing falls through, for some of you, you might have a new brilliant idea of how you can pull this off. And I feel like this is somebody from your past, and maybe somebody that you've had a romantic involvement with that now has a particular connection for you that would be beneficial. And you might reach out to them towards the end of February, moving into March, Cancer, because you're unstoppable. And there's no way that you're going to let these internal doubts or these external negative, toxic people who can't see your ultimate goal or plan or outcome that you are set on making succeed. Hell or high water, you're going to get there. And even if you come up against a little bit of a financial shortage to fund this idea or bring it out into the world, that's not going to stop you. You're going to carry yourself forward and get into a very creative space with how you can raise this money. So, sorry about the dogs barking if you can hear that. I'm going to pull a Wild Kuan Yin Oracle card for you, Cancer, by Alana Fairchild, for additional messages. See what other information we can pull from the reading through the Oracle. So thank you for being here, Cancer. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I'm new to YouTube, and I love having you here. Wow. Desert Harvest, number 22. So just from this imagery, I got what I was saying earlier, what the messages were coming through. You're going to make it hell or high water, even through the dry spell that you might be experiencing, Cancer, through the month of February, of not getting to the support of people in your household. I see this little cabin here, and you, looks like a bear or a sheep, walking alone in this really dry, rocky environment. But it's downhill. You're not going uphill, and you have the sun at your back. So I'll read you what Alana has to say. Not all of it, because they're really long and they're beautiful stories. If you ever get a chance to get this deck, I highly recommend it. Desert Harvest. Many of my divine children take time to cultivate their offering to the world. Your soul, even with your fire and ambition, is capable of great patience, endurance, hope, and faith. These spiritual qualities allow for the development of a truly exceptional offering to the world. Rest assured, my divine one, it is never too late. In fact, your time for full blooming is just now starting to come into view. Awesome. Doesn't that immediately speak to what the reading was about? The endurance and the patience and the fortitude that you are carrying with you through the month of February, Cancer, is astounding, and you're going to stop at nothing until you reach success. And that amount of faith and hope and endurance, even in the spite of the naysayers or internal doubts, again, you're going to keep at it and keep putting one foot in front of the other and taking action steps, practical, each and every day towards your ultimate goal of your dream life that you're creating, that you know that you have the power and ability to manifest now. And that's a beautiful thing, and I support you in that, Cancer.